Cindy Littlejohn's late son, Jake, gave a message to her through a medium some time ago that led her to the man that she's with at the moment. She wants to know if this man is the right man for her and if he is happily ever after. Is he happily ever after? Never heard that one before. Well, I suppose I have, but you never hear it very often, do you? Or I don't. Probably I live a sheltered life or something. But it was more of the fact that she mentioned about receiving a message from Jake, and how that led to things. So I thought, I know what we'll do here for a change. I'm going to do a reading with the fortune cards here to see what energies are knocking about and if it looks right or whatever. But also I'm going to use the mediumship cards and we're going to have a chat with Jake. I want to just try and bring the two worlds together here and just ask Jake for his either opinion or views, or if there's a message from him there that may connect with the reading. So we'll just move, I suppose you could say, Jake's cards just to the side there, the mediumship cards just to the side, and we'll just get hold of these fortune cards and we'll just shuffle these first of all. And as we do, I ask for the truth on behalf of Cindy Littlejohn concerning relationship issues, and that her late son Jake led her to this man that she's with. Is this man the right man, and is he her happily ever after, as you would say? And I ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Cindy, and place the cards to the side here. Now, these other cards here, these mediumship cards, I think I was going to just shuffle them now, actually. But I think what we'll do is we'll just see what the other cards say first of all, and we'll ask Jake to join us later on in just a moment when we've just had a bit of time, I suppose you could say together, as you would say, just you and I, or whatever, you and I and the brick wall, or whatever, the fly on the wall, or whatever. So I'll just place them there, just so we can see them. Oh, can't place them, I've got the cards, haven't we? So I'll put them back over here again. And just for now, we'll just leave them there, and then we'll ask Jake to join us in a moment for a message, to see if we can get a message for him, and it might just to see if the message that we get connects to what we've got from these cards that were shuffled on your behalf. And we deal 3 cards. The first card is the past. This is the recent past, about a moon phase behind, about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago. I'd say a month between now and this time last month. Then of course Cindy Littlejohn just right slap bang in the middle, and then of course right in the now, of course, and then Cindy Littlejohn in the immediate future for the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, between now and this time next month, is just there. Let's just establish though what's been going on in the relationship and in things in general, I suppose. Maybe this might hold a clue to Jake's message as well, I don't know. It may all tie in, of course, when we speak to Jake a bit later on, hopefully. We'll just pull out the first card and we'll just see what that is. We remember, we shuffled on your behalf, we know what the question is, so the meaning of this card will be relevant to the question, and the answer, it will be answering the question it'll be talking about the recent past. This is you in this relationship and in this situation. I don't know, let's just see what it's all about there. Well. You've got the energy of the minstrel. Notice the minstrel is a member of the royal court. And of course, just recently, it really points to the fact that whatever is going on in this relationship, yes, there are things you want, there are things he wants. There are things what he intends to do, there are things what you intend to do. And it's up to you, or it's been up to you just lately. It has been up to you just lately to let your intentions be known. In the sense of basically say what you want from this. You ask, is he your happily ever after? Do you want him to be? Is what you see, I suppose it poses more questions than it does answers, doesn't it, really, in some regard? But what is it you want from a relationship, given the circumstances behind it? Of course, he isn't Jake's father, but he might have been if Jake was here. Well, Jake is here in a way. He's going to have a word with him in a moment. But I mean in the physical, if you know what I mean. Let's clutch at straws. It's getting late. But yes, from the relationship point of view, like the minstrel, you've been singing a song. The minstrel sings a song, doesn't he? And he sings, I love you, I love you, I love you, tra-la-la-la-la-la, whatever. But at the end of the day, is that song true? In the sense it's a song and it's words, lyrics and so on. We can all sing a love song, but it doesn't mean it's coming from us in our heart. We can sing from the heart and from the gut, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're our words. They're the words of the song that has been sung, aren't they? They're the words of the song that's been sung. Now, of course, is this the minstrel who is singing to you a song of love, and you've been taken in by it, or have been taken in by it, and you've been enchanted by it? And if this is the case, then of course, then you have to let them know what you want. Maybe tell them what song to sing, at least. That would help, wouldn't it? Maybe that would have helped if you'd have told them what song to sing. Luke, I want this, I want that from this relationship between us. Maybe rather than indulgence or having a drink or two and going out at night or stopping in and sharing each other's company may have not necessarily been the thing you should have been doing. Maybe you should have been having a pragmatic, sensible talk about what you want for the future between you. Of course, you're asking whether he'll be your happily ever after. Whether he will. Of course, you never asked if he will ever be. It's the will I ever question that I hate them, you know. Because you know the answer to them, don't you? But in this case, is he your happily ever after? Your happily ever after? I somehow, even if he were, no relationship is plain sailing. We know that. But it's the fact that you feel that Jake has led you to him. That I want to now investigate further this next card, which is the present, and what's going on there, what energy is vibrating there at the moment. With the minstrel right now, of course, the energy right now there, look, as we've just flipped that right over there, you can see the energy of the hourglass just showing you there really right now that time is of the essence to get this sorted out, to either sing the right song or get him singing the right song, or tell him which song you want him to sing. You're against the clock here, Cindy. Whatever. Is he your happily ever after? We don't know at this stage, but we know that you're working against the clock to find out. Well, it's the sort of thing that, especially similar. It's a similar sort of thing to saying like, "Tell me you love me now, or I'm buggering off," or "Tell me you love me by Tuesday." And it's Saturday now, so tell me you love me by Tuesday. I want to know by then, because I've got to. Something's got to be done there by then. I get that sort of feeling as though something's happening there, where maybe they've told you, or maybe he's about to tell you, "Tell me what you want from this by such and such a date," or whatever, or else. And maybe, or on the other hand, whether you're wanting to know if he's going to be your happily ever after, maybe he said, "Well, okay, it's Tuesday today. I can assure you by next Thursday, but by Thursday everything's I'm going to be yours. I've just got to sort some stuff out, and I'm going to be yours." And maybe it's that. Maybe he said that, and maybe you feel you're working against the clock to think, "Oh God, he's going to accept me on Thursday." I'm not saying that sort of time limit. I'm just saying that as an example. He might even say next year or the year after, I don't know, or next week, I don't know what's going on. But it's that sort of thing where he may have said, "Oh, by such and such a time, I'm all yours," and whatever. And you're thinking, well, will he be my happily ever after? I get a funny feeling that as though a decision has been having to be made here. Not so much, do I love him, or do I want to be with him, or whatever. But is he my happily ever after, because I've got to bloody spend the rest of my life with him if I say yes. Now, of course, to express that or whatever, it's a case of yes, then you do have to let your intentions be known. You did have to do that before, and you didn't. You didn't let him know what your true intentions were. You didn't let him know what you wanted before, but now you're against the clock. You've got to do now. Because he's given you some sort of target or time limit. Speak now or forever hold your peace is that thing in the wedding. I hate it when they do it at weddings, where they say, if any person's got any man or woman or whatever can think of a good bloody reason to say these people shouldn't be joined together, speak now or forever hold your peace. And I bloody hate that, because I just want for a laugh, just for the pure hell of it, say, me, cha la 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 la, and I don't really, I just want, but you just, everybody sort of bites their tongue, don't they, for about a couple of seconds, and then he says, well, speak now, forever hold your peace, that's it then. What God has put joined together, let no man draw asunder or whatever. And I think, it's that sort of thing, isn't it, where... that's just me, though, isn't it? But laughing and joking apart, though, it is that sort of thing. Maybe you're thinking, well, he's given me sort of like this time limit or whatever, I'm against the clock to make a decision, yes or no, to go and live with him, or he live with me, or we find somewhere together, or whatever. Maybe this time limit in some capacity has been brought about, and I've got to decide, because if Jake has told me about it, and if it's wrong, then Jake was wrong. If it's right, of course, then Jake was right. I want to see what the immediate future holds for this relationship, given that time is now of the essence You're against the clock. Yes, you should have said what you wanted. You should have said what you wanted from this relationship, so everybody knew where they stood. What will happen? Will you beat the clock? Will you eventually sit down and talk? What will actually come about between now and this time next month? You've got the unicorn, and the unicorn is a magical energy. So I suppose really, yes, there will be, you'll become more friendly, the friendship will grow. You've got good fortune and friendship ahead of you between now and the 27th of March. At least we know that. We can be assured of that the friendship will grow. Now, of course, if it grows into a fully fledged relationship where we're wanting just a bit more than friendship, we're wanting happily ever after, will he be mine? Not pussy go lightly. What was it? Happily ever after, Leslie. Will he be my happily ever after? Then that's happily ever after is, I think, sort of not pushing it, but certainly just asking a bit too much for now. Let's deal with the now. In the sense, the immediate future energy sort of deals with the now, and the recent past deals with now in a way, doesn't it? It's now-ish, isn't it? That's what was-ish, and that's what is about to be-ish, if you get what I mean. Let's deal with what's going on now. Let's deal with the fact that you're against the clock, and maybe this is really the real reason why you're asking this question. And maybe you do know the answer, because of the friendship that will grow in the next 3 or 4 weeks or so. You know the answer. Yes, that will be good fortune. You will be fortunate in that sense of the word. Of course, the unicorn offers magical energy there, maybe an opportunity to journal it, or an opportunity to do something artistic, maybe write something, write stories that inspire you, or just immerse yourself in something artistic like music or whatever, which can help heal as well. Can help heal what's maybe there that says, well, will Jake agree with this? If I do this, will Jake agree with us going on holiday for a fortnight, going on vacation for a fortnight? Why I'm sort of getting this thing of beware, Spirit is sort of saying beware not to keep asking what Jake might think of it. If this is Jake's sort of stepfather, although Jake is in the Summerlands, this is Jake's potential stepfather. What would Jake think of his new stepfather? And all this sort of thing, when life is for the living, isn't it? And Jake is in the Summerlands in a better place now. You're against the clock here. You really are. You've got to work out what you want. You should have said what you wanted from this. What you should have let your intentions be known, and now time is of the essence. But nevertheless, good fortune and friendship does follow. So maybe that's understanding, maybe that's empathy, or somebody there to listen to you regardless of. But of course, if you go too slowly and you dawdle and you don't meet that time limit and you go past it, then potentially do you throw something away? Do you throw an opportunity away? You can still remain friends with people, but maybe they say, well, no, I'd rather not be with you on a permanent basis because you seem to have lagged behind a bit before, and I'd rather give you a bit of time to get yourself all composed and everything, which is really a hint to say I'd rather not really. I'd rather have somebody who's a bit more committed and a bit more sure of themselves. Is that happening now even? Are the signs of that happening now? Because either way there will be the friendship there. And maybe the good fortune could be that if he isn't your happily ever after, then this is the opportunity to get out. But time is of the essence to find out. And if he is your happily ever after, then time is of the essence, of course, to find out, well, either way. By saying, this is what I want from us. And if he says, oh, well, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that, sort of thing, then that's where he says, oh, well, I can remain friends with you, we can go out together even then, but I just can't go that far. I'm not saying he's going to turn around and say, I don't want to be married to Jake as well. I mean, that's ridiculous. But I don't, I mean, of course, it's a terrible thing when a mother has to bury their own child, of course, but what's going on here? Now, at this point, we can maybe work out what's the energy is between these two cards here, with the time of the essence working against the clock. Yes, good fortune and friendship there, but is it in the sense of he'll come round to sort of be more empathic about it and understanding and whatever, and the friendship will grow? Or is it a get out clause for you to, you know, time is you're against the clock, and of course good fortune of a friendship, maybe you could read it that way as well. Good, the fact that it's left you with a friend that you could probably go back to. Now there's two ways of looking at that, isn't there? To that degree, but we know that you should have said something. You should have said what you wanted from the relationship. This is now where we ask. We're going to ask Jake, and we're going to ask Jake to join us here for this. So what we're going to do is just move these cards here just to the side here. So just got a bit of space for Jake's message here. Bearing in mind, we'll leave these cards open here with the energies vibrating for us, and then we're going to now get the mediumship cards, and we're going to shuffle these cards, and as we do, we're going to ask Jake to join us. Spirit of Jake, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jake, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Jake, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jake, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Jake, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jake, through these cards and move among us. Have your message, Jake, for your mother about this relationship that she's now in. We ask in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to Jake and all absent friends. And we now cut the deck, and where the deck splits is where Jake will now have left his message. So we're now going to place these cards just over here, just behind there. I think if you can just about, can you just see that there? I don't know. We're just going to pull out the first card here off Jake's deck, as you could say. We're just going to bring that round now. We're just going to rotate the card and just see what message is written on it. Remember, in this sort of conversation cards, or deck as you could call it, each card has a statement or a sentence on it, a pre-written message. I normally pull out 3 cards. It then sort of, it's a bit like a beginning, middle and end to a statement, isn't it then? and then we can work with that. In this case, we've done the reading with the fortune cards, and their energy is there, and Jake is now with us, and we welcome you, Jake, to our setting. You now have the floor to convey the message that we've asked you to give, because concerning this. And the first card is, he's just saying, look, Mum, believe in yourself, you can do it. Well, what's that all about then? This relationship, Mum, you can do it. And I know you found it hard before, and you wonder maybe what I think of it, but believe in yourself, Mum, you can do it. That's what he's saying. And he's saying this, I got a funny feeling he might be about in favour of the relationship, but he's just saying, like, you've had trouble maybe finding a relationship before, or getting into one, or I suppose it's a bit like when you're bereaved through a partner dying, aren't you? And then shall I get in with another one, or shall I marry again, or, you know, what would my husband think who's now in the Summerlands. Well, it's a similar sort of thing, but this is not your husband, of course, this is your son. And he's here now, and he's saying, believe in yourself, Mum, you can do it. You can do this relationship. You want to know whether he's going to be your happily ever after. You're working against the clock. But we've got that information here. You're working against the clock, Mum. But there's good fortune and friendship for you in the immediate future. Believe in yourself. Remember, you should have let your intentions be known. You're working against the clock now. Time is of the essence now, Mum. And I want you to know, see how maybe this is all working together here. Time is of the essence, Mum, and I just want you just to believe in yourself, because you know you can do this. You can work this one out. You know if he's your happily ever after or not, don't you, Mum? And I'm going to pull another card now. I said, don't you, Mum? I don't know. I got a funny feeling as though he just sort of winked at you or something. I'm just going to rotate this card here now just to see what's going on here. He's just saying that, Mum. He's just saying, he's just saying, Mum, there's no such thing as there's no time on where I am. There's no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. Believe in yourself, Mum, you can do it, but I just want you to know there's no time where I am. Time is on the earth. Isn't that a strange thing? And time is on the earth. You have the hourglass. Time is of the essence for you. But it isn't for him, is it? It isn't. He's in a timeless dimension, isn't he? Sandy, he is, but you're not. You're on the earth. Time is on the earth. You are on the earth, so you are subject to time. And it is of the essence. It is a finite resource, and you've got very little of it. But Jake, there's no such thing as time where Jake is. That's, I suppose, why the rose is in the hourglass there, because it's there to say, Mum, I can love you all the time, and what doesn't matter, okay, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You believe in yourself, you know you can do it. You take your time to find the right one. But nevertheless, we know that time is of the essence for this relationship, and Jake is saying, I can't sort of relate to an earthly time, so sort of earthly time anymore, because I'm in spirit. But this is for you to deal with, Mum. This is for you to. The time element is for you to deal with, Mum, because I'm not subject to it anymore. It's just you are. And I just want you to believe in yourself. I know you can get there with a bit of determination. You can get there. You know where you're going, Mum. I know where you're going. You know where you're going, and you will get there eventually. But time is of the essence, Mum. Where I am, there is no time. Mum, there's no time where I am. But this is not about me, is it? It's about you. It's about you believing in yourself and getting a bit of happiness, because life is for the living. And I'm over here in the Summerlands. I'm bathed in love, Mum. That's the difference, you see. You're looking for like love on the earthly plane, and of course I've got love because I'm bathed in love. I am love, Mum. But of course, this is the thing, isn't it? When you have to sort of try and comprehend what it's like to just have no time. I don't mean no time to do anything, and I just mean just there be no time at all, and you can be wherever or whenever you want, because you're not subject to time anymore. Because you have to think of time really in the universe a bit like like you would of space or matter, like things, just like an object. Like my reading glasses is a thing, isn't it? And you have to think of time as a thing like that in the same way, so that it joins the universe together. But of course in spirit that element isn't there. There's no need for it. I want to move on now to the next card for Jake there, the third card, to see what else Jake... We might have another card out, I don't know, but I normally do a minimum of 3, beginning, middle and end of statement or whatever. And he's just said so far, of course, Mum, we know you believe in yourself, you can do it. But although time is of the essence, he's told you time is of the essence. And good fortune and friendship do follow. Yes, you should have said you should have said what you wanted back then, but time is of the essence for you, Mum. So believe in yourself, you can do this. For me, it isn't. Time is on the earth. Where I am, there is no such thing as time. Where I am, there's no use for it. But for you, time is of the essence. I want to now pull the next card to just see this other part of the message that Jake has left for you there. And he's just saying, I've no more earthly worries, Mum. Now I know you do have earthly worries, because in a way maybe I'm one of them, but I know that sounds a silly thing, but there's no time where I am, Mum, so I don't have to spend time worrying anymore. Time is of the essence for you though, because you're still on the earth where I was with you. Remember when I was with you? That's what it is. Well, we will be together again, I know, but until then, Mum, all I want you to know is that I believe in you. And I believe in you, and I want you to believe in you as well. And to use the time that you've got, the little time that you've got left, yes, to be happy, in the sense of the good fortune and the friendship is to come. I want you to use that friendship and make good use of it, because there might be little time within it, who knows? There may be a lot of time, but either way, it does come to an end, Mum, you know that. And I just want you to know that I've got no more earthly worries now. I suppose the earthly worries are all yours, really, to some degree, if there are any. And what are we trying to sort of get from Jake? Are we trying to get his approval? Are we just trying to get his opinion? What message did he? I don't know. Is this the message that he gave before, and he's reiterated it again because we've asked him? So he's saying, "Look, I've said it once, I'll bloody say it again." I don't know what this is at all. Is this something different? But it seems to be pretty clear in the sense that, well, I'm not there, Mum. You can ask for my opinion, Mum, but time for me doesn't exist. For you though, Mum, time is of the essence. So believe in yourself, you can do this. And if Jake has led you to this man, then of course I feel, you know, I've got no more earthly worries, Mum. I don't want you to have any earthly worries. I want to pull another card. I don't know why. I just do. There's just something that's saying pull that card off there. But with these knowing no more earthly worries, of course he won't have. The earthly worries are being sort of expressed by you, aren't they, Cindy? And I think this will be probably the last thing he just says here, like a bit of a roundup or a, before we part there. And there he said, "Mum, I'm here helping you." Look at that. He's saying, "Believe in yourself, Mum. You know you can do it." For me, of course, there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. And I've got no more earthly worries, Mum. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm here helping you. Have you noticed the card here, the "I am here helping you" card? There's a person with a flag. And I always ask the question, what moves, the flag or the wind? If Jake's spirit is there with you, Jake is there helping you, is it Jake that led you to this man that you're with, or is it you that led you to this man that you're with through Jake's energy, or is it you that led yourself to this man and Jake just followed you, came with you, and helped you in some way, not to get over the loss of Jake, but just help you cope? He's saying, "Mum, I'm here helping you to cope. Believe in yourself, you can do it, Mum. I know you can. I know you can cope with what's happened. But remember, you are against the clock. You've got to decide, Mum. I'm not the one who has to decide. For me, there is no time where I am. Time is on the earth where you are, Mum. That's where time is of the essence. Notice the hourglass there, the hourglass there, as if that's the now, isn't it? And of course, I've got no more earthly worries, Mum. I know you've got earthly worries, but I've got no more. And you can, if even just by you knowing that, doesn't that make you feel happy for me, Mum? Because that means I can be in a position to help you, in the sense, because I'm I'm beyond time and space, in a dimension that's beyond time and space. I can be anywhere where I want to be. I can be in several places at once even. Although you see the flag that blows in the wind, you can see it move. But, of course, it doesn't mean the wind isn't there because you can't see the thing that moves it, Mum. And I'm here helping you, and because you can't see me here, Mum, helping you, or whatever, you can't see me sort of helping things happen for you, it doesn't mean I'm not here because you can't see me. Remember, what does blow in the wind? The flag, doesn't it? And the question is, what does move? The flag or the wind? We know what blows in the wind. The flag does. Is this about Cindy blowing in Jake's wind in that sense, or is this about Cindy blowing in her own wind and Jake there helping her? We can work as a team, Mum. We can work together here, and I can help you. I can help the relationship, but I can only if you believe in yourself and do it for yourself. Because you're on the earth, you're the only one who can do. I can't do. I can only help, in the sense I can help bring about a situation for you, but it's up to you to either accept it or not. And this is the thing, but it's the fact that Jake is just saying time no longer exists for me. It's not an issue for me anymore. And I'm not the one against the clock. It's you. Choose wisely, Mum. That's what he's saying. Choose wisely. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you, and I want you to believe in you as well. Because if you don't believe in anything, if you don't believe in a God or anything, it's like the Buddhists say, isn't it? I think Jake is sort of believing in like what the Buddhists believe in the sense, if you don't believe in anything, if you don't believe in God, or you don't believe this flying spaghetti monster, or you don't believe in bloody sort of goblins at the bottom of the garden or whatever, fairies at the bottom of the garden, if you don't believe in anything like that, you still have to believe in something. So let that something be yourself. Believe in you. And you have to, and by doing that, all sorts of doors can be opened. But you're working against the clock there, Mum. And that's the score. I'm here helping you, but remember what blows in the wind. It's the flag, isn't it, Mum? You can see the flag, but you can't see the wind. But because the flag doesn't move on its own, though, does it, Mum? You know that, don't you? And that's, I got a feeling as though he's sort of faded. It's like he's gone, or that's it. Now that's the message done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pull all these cards together, Jake's cards there, just gather them together, just nice and slow there, and what we'll do is just put the little pile of cards upside down there, just there, and then we'll get the rest of the cards there, the rest of Jake's cards, as you'd say, just for now, and remember that that love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we now part. And Jake, merry may we meet again. And we just place the cards, the rest of the deck, on top of Jake's cards and unite him back into the Summerlands. And we just close our eyes now to close the setting, to close the seance. we now close our eyes and we visualize a door open and a light shining through that door. And as we close the setting, we imagine that door slowly closing and the light fading out until we have the darkness, and we return and we open our eyes and we're back again. Blessed be to Jake and all absent friends. And for you, Cindy, these cards have now spoken.